Have you ever started a new goal? Maybe it's a fitness routine, a business idea, or a creative project, feeling absolutely unstoppable. For a few days or weeks, you're on fire. You wake up early, you're excited, and you're making progress. But then, something happens. The excitement fades. Life gets busy. You're tired, bored, or distracted. Suddenly, that spark of motivation is gone, and you're left wondering, how do I keep going when I just don't feel like it? If you've ever been there, you're not alone. Motivation is powerful, but it's also fleeting. It comes and goes, often when you least expect it. The real secret to achieving your goals isn't about staying motivated all the time, it's about building discipline. Because when motivation fades, discipline takes over. In this video, we're going to break down the difference between motivation and discipline, explore why motivation doesn't last, and give you practical strategies to build unshakable discipline so you can keep moving forward no matter what. The nature of motivation, why it's not enough. Let's start by talking about motivation. Motivation is that burst of energy you feel when you're inspired by a new idea, a powerful story, or even a deadline. It's the emotional fuel that gets you started. But here's the thing, motivation is like a spark. It can ignite action, but it doesn't keep the fire burning. Why is motivation so unreliable? Because it's tied to your emotions, and emotions are always changing. One day you're excited, the next day you're tired or stressed. Motivation can be killed by a bad night's sleep, a tough day at work, or even just a rainy morning. That's why so many people start strong and then stall out. They're relying on a feeling that simply isn't built to last. The power of discipline, your secret weapon. So, what's the alternative? Discipline. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's about creating habits and systems that keep you moving forward, regardless of how motivated you feel. Think of discipline as the engine that keeps you going when motivation runs out of gas. It's what gets you to the gym on days you'd rather stay in bed. It's what helps you stick to your study schedule, keep your promises, and finish what you start. Discipline is about commitment, not feelings. And the best part? The more you practice discipline, the stronger it gets. Real life examples, discipline in action. Let's look at some real world examples. Professional athletes don't always feel like training. Writers don't always feel inspired to write. Entrepreneurs don't always feel excited about every task. But what separates those who succeed from those who give up is discipline. Take Kobe Bryant, for example. He was famous for his relentless work ethic, showing up to practice before anyone else, staying late, and doing the hard work even when no one was watching. He didn't rely on motivation, he relied on discipline. Or think about J.K. Rowling, who wrote the first Harry Potter book while working as a single mother on welfare. She didn't wait for inspiration, she made writing a daily habit, even on the days she felt hopeless. Why discipline is built, not born. You might be thinking, that's great for them, but I'm just not a disciplined person. Here's the truth, discipline isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you build, one small action at a time. Discipline starts with a decision, a commitment to show up, no matter what. It grows every time you follow through on that commitment, even when it's hard. Over time, these small acts of discipline become habits, and those habits become your new normal. The best part? You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Start with one habit, one commitment, and build from there. How to build discipline, practical strategies. So, how do you actually build discipline? Here are some proven strategies. 1. Set clear, achievable goals. Vague goals are easy to ignore. Be specific about what you want to achieve and why it matters to you. 2. Create routines and systems. Make your desired actions automatic by building them into your daily routine. For example, set a specific time each day for your workout, writing, or study session. 3. Remove temptations and distractions. Set up your environment to support your goals. Put your phone in another room, lay out your workout clothes the night before, or use website blockers during work time. 4. Use accountability. Tell someone about your goals or find an accountability partner. Knowing someone else is watching can boost your follow-through. 5. Track your progress. Use a journal, app, or calendar to track your streaks. Seeing your progress builds momentum and pride. 6. Reward yourself. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Rewards reinforce good habits and make discipline more enjoyable. 7. Practice self-compassion. You're going to slip up sometimes. Don't use one bad day as an excuse to quit. Forgive yourself and get back on track. The role of habits, discipline on autopilot. One of the most powerful ways to make discipline easier is to turn your desired behaviors into habits. Habits are actions you do automatically, without needing to think or feel motivated. Start small. If you want to read more, commit to just 1 page a day. If you want to exercise, start with 5 minutes. Over time, these small habits grow, and discipline becomes second nature. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, says, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." Build systems that make discipline automatic. When you really don't feel like it, the 5-minute rule. Even with strong discipline, there will be days when you just don't want to do the work. On those days, use the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself you only have to do the task for 5 minutes. Most of the time, getting started is the hardest part. Once you begin, you'll find it easier to keep going. This trick works for workouts, studying, cleaning, almost anything. Action creates momentum, and momentum fuels discipline. The long-term payoff: why discipline wins. Discipline isn't glamorous, and it's not always fun. But it's the secret ingredient behind every long-term success story. When you build discipline, you become the kind of person who can weather setbacks, adapt to change, and keep moving forward no matter what life throws your way. Think about it, anyone can be motivated for a day or a week. But the people who achieve their dreams are the ones who keep showing up, day after day, even when motivation is nowhere to be found. If you're finding this video helpful, hit the like button and share in the comments, what's one area of your life where you want to build more discipline? Let's encourage each other to keep going, even on the tough days. Discipline and self-respect. Here's something most people don't talk about: discipline builds self-respect. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you prove that you're trustworthy and capable. This self-respect boosts your confidence and makes it easier to stay disciplined in the future. On the flip side, breaking promises to yourself chips away at your confidence and makes it harder to trust your own word. Start small, keep your commitments, and watch your self-respect grow. Discipline in relationships, work, and health. Discipline isn't just about personal goals. It impacts every area of your life. In relationships, discipline means showing up for the people you care about, even when it's inconvenient. At work, it means meeting deadlines and doing your best, even when no one is watching. For your health, it means making good choices, even when you're tempted to slack off. When discipline becomes your default, you become more reliable, trustworthy, and successful in every area of your life. Discipline and freedom, the paradox. Here's a paradox: discipline actually creates more freedom. When you're disciplined, you have more control over your time, your habits, and your results. You're not at the mercy of your moods or circumstances. You get to choose your actions and shape your future. Jocko Willink, a retired Navy SEAL and author, says, "Discipline equals freedom." The more disciplined you are, the more freedom you have to live the life you want. The science: how discipline changes your brain. Did you know that practicing discipline actually rewires your brain? Neuroscience shows that repeated self-control strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making and willpower. Over time, disciplined choices become easier, and your brain becomes better at resisting temptation and staying focused. So, every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're literally making yourself stronger. Staying disciplined through setbacks. No journey is perfect. You will face setbacks, failures, and days when you fall off track. The key is to see these moments as part of the process, not the end. When you slip up, don't quit. Reflect, adjust, and get back to your routine as soon as possible. Discipline is about persistence, not perfection. Inspiration from everyday people. You don't have to be a superstar or a Navy SEAL to build discipline. Ordinary people do it every day: parents juggling work and family, students balancing classes and jobs, anyone who gets up and keeps going despite obstacles. If they can do it, so can you. Your journey is unique, but the principles are the same: show up, do the work, and trust the process. Your discipline challenge: start today. Here's your challenge: pick one area of your life where you want to build more discipline. Set a small, specific goal, and commit to doing it every day for the next week. Track your progress, celebrate your wins, and don't let a bad day stop you. Remember, discipline is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Motivation is a great way to start, but discipline is how you finish. When motivation fades, and it always does, discipline takes over. Build it, practice it, and watch your life transform. If this video inspired you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little extra push today. And remember, you have everything you need to keep going, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up, doing your best, and never giving up. You've got this.